Good day, everyone. First of all, we would like to thank you for funding our research and for trusting us. We guarantee that all the results of this study were done objectively and ethically in accordance with our moral principles. Thus, all the results are purely based on what the respondents preferred in chocolates. But before we directly go to the results, we will briefly show you the important parts of our research as a review.
The researchers do not know what kind of chocolate the student of Corpus Christi from the high school department preferred during online learning. And besides, it is very hard for them to find article about the chocolate preferences of the student during online learning, since this is the first time that the pandemic has been experienced by most of the people.
The purpose of this study is to determine the preferred chocolates of Corpus Christi School high school students in Pueblo campus during online learning.
This research aims to answer the following questions. Number 1. What are chocolate preferences of Corpus Christi students during online learning? Number 2. What specific chocolate brand does a Corpus Christi student frequently choose as their snack during online learning? Number 3. What is the preferred size of chocolates of Corpus Christi students? Number 4. Where do Corpus Christi students prefer buying their chocolates? Number 5. How many times in a week do students eat chocolates during online learning? Number 6. What is the preferred price range of high school Corpus Christians in buying chocolates? Number 7. What texture of chocolate does the Corpus Christi high school student prefer? When gathering unobservable data, survey questionnaires is best used to collect data systematically. Also, considering the pandemic still happening right now, this method is very useful as it can be answered in the comfort of the respondent's home. Specifically, Google Forms is used as a survey sheet.
This study required 240 respondents, in which 8 students consisting of 4 males and 4 females from each sections from grade 7 to 12 were asked to answer the survey. The researchers basically asked the advisors of each sections to send the Google Form link to their class group chat for anyone to answer during their free time. But for those sections that did not have a group chat, the researchers personally messaged them nicely one by one. After reaching the total number of respondents needed, the researchers immediately recorded, sorted, and analyzed the data according to gender and grade level. After which, the researchers proceeded with the last part of the paper, which is summary, conclusions, and recommendations. And to properly illustrate the gathered data, the researchers made use of pie graphs and bar graphs. Finally, after thoroughly analyzing and studying the data, the researchers then provided conclusions and recommendations to provide useful information to the beneficiaries of this study. Thus, the preferred chocolates of Corpus Christi high school students during online learning were then identified.
In this part of the paper, the researchers thoroughly analyzed, interpreted, and studied the data gathered with the use of graphs and charts. Based on the results, it can be seen that male and female indeed have different preferences in terms of chocolates. Thus, after finally analyzing and interpreting the data, the researchers were able to obtain these conclusions, and therefore, the preferred chocolates of Corpus Christi School high school students were then identified.
The following are the preferred chocolates of Corpus Christi high school students that are ranked from the most preferred to the least preferred. In terms of filling, the ranking of the preferred chocolates of Corpus Christi high school students are as follows: plain chocolate, chocolate with nuts, chocolate with wafer, chocolate with Rice Krispies, chocolate with raisins, chocolate with candies. Thus, plain chocolate is the most preferred. In terms of type of chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. Thus, milk chocolate is the most preferred. In terms of the brand of the chocolate, Kit Kat, Toblerone, Hershey's, M&M's, Cadbury, Ferrero Rocher, Snickers, Curly Tops, Goya, Crunch, Cloud9, Mars, Twix, Galaxy, Reese's, Maltesers, Oreo Chocolate, Loker, Star Cup, Nutella, Kisses, Dairy Milk, Kinder Bueno, and Chocopology. Thus, Kit Kat is the most preferred. In terms of the price, 51 to 100 pesos, 31 to 50 pesos, 10 to 30 pesos, 101 and above. Thus, 51 to 100 pesos is the most preferred. In terms of place, supermarket, convenience store, local sari-sari store, online stores, official stores. Thus, supermarket is the most preferred. In terms of texture, smooth texture, semi-rough texture, soft texture, and rough texture. Thus, smooth texture is the most preferred. In terms of size, packet size, share size, single size, and family size. Thus, packet size is the most preferred. The following are a more detailed and specific preference of high school students in terms of gender that are ranked from the most preferred to the least preferred. In terms of filling, both female and male students' most preferred is the plain chocolate and the least preferred is the chocolate with candies. In terms of the type of chocolate, both male and female students preferred milk chocolate. In terms of the brand, both male and female students' preferred brand is the Kit Kat. For the price, both male and female students' preferred amount is 51 to 100 pesos. In terms of the place, both male and female students prefer to buy their chocolate in supermarkets. In terms of texture and size, both male and female students prefer the smooth texture and least prefer the rough texture. Same as well for its size, where both students' most preferred is single size and least preferred family size.
For our recommendation, based on the result of our research, we suggest that RO Chocolate should consider focusing their production of plain chocolate first. Chocolate with nuts and chocolate with wafers can be focused on later after plain chocolates. Also, producing more of milk chocolate is suggested by researchers. However, that does not mean that the company should disregard producing dark and white chocolate. Producing the aforementioned can come much later after milk chocolate to maximize the budget needed for the product's advertisement and production expenses. Our chocolate should also consider producing chocolate with smooth texture and lessen the production of rough ones. The size of the chocolate is preferably single size, which is enough for one person only. Taking all these preferences into consideration, setting the price of chocolate to be between 51 to 100 pesos only fit best to the market spending capacity and willingness. In this way, the production cost will be minimized, making room for productivity and efficiency. For 7-Eleven and SM Supermarket, the researchers recommend choosing brands that sell according to the market liking such as Kit Kat, Toblerone, and Hershey's. In this way, they're able to sell the product efficiently and avoid unnecessary inventories. By choosing the right brand to supply the preferred chocolate of the market, the costs are minimized and the wealth is being maximized. However, if 7-Eleven cannot get a hold of after-mentioned brands, it would be recommendable for the convenience store and supermarket to find other brands that contain plain, smooth, and pocket-sized milk chocolate where price ranges from 51 to 100 pesos. In other words, brands that have a close characteristic to the ranking of preferred chocolate of the subject in this study is very helpful to maximize their profit.